Good day, welcome to Multi-Net Design. In the continuation of our Excel design that we are working on, and this is what we were able to create in the last episode. So we have a lot of episodes being dedicated that we have already done for the uses of design proceed. So this is the ground floor plan. We have first floor plan, then the upper floor plan. So all these are hinted. So our dedication today is going to base on the next plan of action, which is we are going to continue developing the 3D but focus more on the elevation. So now let us start. So the first thing I want to do is to raise this particular wall. So I'm going to introduce another wall especially to this part. So I'm going to reduce this one. Good. So I'm going to draw another one, but now I'm having different eye level, so 3,500 like. So I'm going to do that. So while I repeat this one at this side. So I have 3 walls, but the same property here. So the reason is I want this one to meet up with the center. So where I'm arranging this one, I will package it for the use of what I'm taking it for. So how do I do this? You go back to the site plan where you have the full origin contents in place. So you can, let's say I'm adjusting it so that to meet up with what I'm having here. So with that, so now I will extend this one up front. So edit, just click on edit. So edit profile, then I will go to west or east, anywhere that is available for me to manipulate. So I'm going to go there. The moment it pop up, so I'm going to draw everything outrightly. Quick now. So sorry for the drag. So I'm just going to click this one and extend it. So to suit up with this, so click finish. So here now I will adjust or align. Whatever I do here is going to be something reasonable. So just click like that. So the same thing here you do. Edit the profile. So you drag it to something close. Then you click finish. So that is it. So you look at it from 3D again, and then this one is meeting up. So this one is not going to meet up with this, so it's going to take different shape entirely because they are from different levels. So you look at it from the 3D and you see, okay, this is actually the way this one forms. So I'm going to reduce all this wall because they are too high, and that is not the position in which they're supposed to be. So click here and extend it. So what we do, offset. So I'm going to offset like 300 without copy. So they move back. So by the side. So when you look at it from here, at least the space there is there for them. So what I need to do now is to now develop the individual level of what I'm creating. So select this and select this, then reduce the height. Everything, reduce the height of this to like 1,000. Yes, so it's gone like that. So I will shoot this one to meet up with this. So click here on level 3, adjust this, let's meet up here. Good. So when you look at it from the start elevation, it's definitely dedicated. So this is the complete coming up into space. So I have done with this one. Now what I need to do is to work on the structure that's going to hold on with that with this one. So this are the structure are not going to be concrete structure, but just like because of the modeling that we are doing, so something like that is coming up. So just like creating casement work, then we call it something like a mongrel, just like call it mongrel. Sorry, mongrel. So click the right and you see extrusion. So you can just look at it from the side so that you'll be able to dedicate it on the right parts as you are doing it. So click here, select this one, say let's use video starting. So you have 60 to yourself. So you now can copy this one now and put it around. So copy here, paste it here, and paste it here. So you have this one dedicated, and you can shift it, and you shift to the last part. So when you finish with this one, you go to your south elevation, drag it to the top. Yes, when you drag it to the top, you can look at it from the 3D view and find that yes, this is it. So it's installed, but its height is okay for the purpose. So the point now is that they are too high, so I'm going to adjust them later, but not now. So you can now mirror this one. So suit up with this. Oh, sorry, Ctrl Z. You need to mirror with what? Mirror with copy, so that you have it. So you do mirror here and edit this one at the side plan so that you see it from the roof level. So as you have this one bigger, adjust it by moving it to sideways. So from here now you can just like copy these two. So you're going to have good. So that is done. You centralize this now to suit the position and click finish. You go back to the south elevation and the idea. So this is this pattern in which it comes from with now. So this is one. So what else do we need to do? You go and look at what we are doing here. So this one, I'm going to reduce the height, which is normal, because it's too tall because it's not going to be something that people stay, just a temporary place that people hang out and feed themselves. So edit in place, select here and drag it down. So edit in place, select here and drag it down. So what is the height that we have? Just use a temporary height to indicate that. So I will use 2.2, that is fine. So the only this one will be of a 2.3. So you click finish, then you select this base, then you adjust it down. You can move it completely from here, and start it down. Good. So I think with that height it's okay to be reckoned with. So save this one down. So look at it from here. That's here. So this one is a little bit actively okay, or I can just increase it a bit up. So I can just increase it a little bit up. So go to south elevation and dedicate that aspect. Just adjust it a bit, like move it to this position. So select this one, edit in place, then move it again, then move this one as well. Good. So this stands. So from the roof of this one, you can just adjust it and bring it down. South elevation, you can say move. So from the lower peak, drop it. So we have that in place. So now let us now dedicate our attention to this part before we still conclude the remaining aspects, which is part of the process of what we are creating. So let's adjust this and adjust this. Good. So we go to the ground floor. Then we have a long window. So I'm going to delete this particular wall, because I just need a complete thing from down to the top. So how it happens, let me just click and see the underlay. So underlay for me, level 1. So what is there is that there is an issue of this at this position. So what I need to do is to adjust the maxer, because I want everything to fall in place. So go to level 1. At the level 1 now, this thing to go a little bit in. So what would I do? Underlay, let me use level 2 underlay. So level 2 as underlay. so I will be able to use to align what I want to do. So it's done. So it's been aligned together. See this. Good. So I'll go back to this. I'm going to remove this particular one. While I go to level 2, click on this, and I will tell you to move to 6,000 while you start from level 1. So go back to 3D and you find out that okay, it's perfect. So what I need to do now is to bring the cladding or curtain wall into use. So click on this and go to curtain wall, select curtain wall. So select the curtain wall. Now you draw the two into position. So you draw that. What does it say? Overlap something. Ctrl Z, click here. So it says something which is not what I want to hear, so select that. What is the overlapping doing in what I'm saying? So I think I have a block wall complete, which is okay. So go back to the ground floor level. So say wall, come here and say good. So here you type vertical cross section, then what do? You say embedded, click on automatic embedded. I think that's where you have this. So you click there and you draw. Good. You do the same thing here and find it. So it's not finished yet. When you look at it from the 3D, go to 3D, then you select this concept together. And what will you do? You just adjust this unconnected to 5,000. And it should go up and cut across that. So this one you need to edit it, go to level 2. So and you adjust it to the level of the wall. So toggle up this so that you'll be able to see the normal line. So you have to adjust it at the front. For now, just leave it. We're still going to dedicate more time to do whatever we want to do there. So that is it. So we have this one in place, but the aesthetic value is not completed yet. So what is the total length of this? So we have 1,005. So here too we have 1,009. So here we adjust this one a little bit to this, so that we have that 1,005, 1,005. So we dedicate this one, I will go there and say embedded. So vertical layout, I will say fixed distance. Here I'm going to use 750 as my, so I'm going to use million. So the only 1 million I'm using, it is rectangle. So rectangle of 30 is what I want to use. So that is okay for me. So I have it here, 7,005. So just like, let me just adjust this one to 1,450. So I just want to have only the middle million, 1,450. So the only center one is what I need. So when I look at it from this perspective, then I have it in place for myself. So the condition of this is still continuing and it's still in progress. So what I need next to do is that I need to start routing the whole area. So I'm going to dedicate this and add my idea right. So the last thing I want to do now is to create the dead field point for it. So how will I do that? You can decide to use the stain wall, or I want to use something like I want to create it on the using concrete folder. So I'm going to use that by saying model in place. So model in place is a casework. So most of all the things you see that they call for anything that make elevation look more interesting are being created by simple editing style. So I'm going to use extrusion to work this one out. So I'm going to do that by this one. I will dedicate it by creating lines here. Then I'm creating line here as well. So I have 500 and 500. The size of block which is going to be decided by the block work. So what you do here is to turn this one to slant part. So here you can now design pattern. At least you don't have it completely flat. Then you copy this, copy here, and paste it here. So I'm going to rearrange this one as well. Just a normal block work, and it will be suitable for that design. So if that's what to use block, if you want to use concrete, it depends on the engineer that is managing the project. So you click here, and so that's it. So we're done with this one now, and we mirror here. So adjust. So that's what I have. Click OK. Go to your elevation. So you drag this down completely, then you push this up. So when you look at it from here, you see the little bit of it is coming out, and you are changing the value of that elevation. So I'm done with this. The next thing I need to do is to put the cross level of what I want to create. So click here, and you see start elevation. So I'll copy here and save it. Say copy with constraint. So delegate it here like this. The extrusion, go to level, any level you are going to, just click there, delete this, and delete this too, delete this too, expand this guy and reduce, expand, just expand it, expand this guy to outside, then expand it to outside. So adjustment can still be made on it, depends on how you are functioning with it. So I will just take a step front, then I will adjust and see finish while I adjust it to meet up with this. So you see the dedication aspect of it, they are coming out little by little. So that is what I have, and I'll just like shrink it a little bit lower. So while I select all this, I change the material to normal white material that I always use. So I'm just going to select, look for this particular one, and select that. So this is it. So the education and everything are coming up. So I'm going to adjust this too. So I will just say like 6,700, 5,700, good. So almost getting there to the position where I want it to be. So that is what I have done at this elevation. So in the next episode, I will still work on this front side and be dedicated to it. So see you in the next class. God bless you.